In today's video, we're going to be discussing the box prices and sealed product prices on one of the greatest and perhaps most underrated Pokemon sets from the Sword and Shield era. Let's discuss it today. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here. And today we are going to be talking about one of the Sword and Shield sets, perhaps one of the most underrated Sword and Shield sets, at least in my opinion, and that would be Brilliant Stars. Absolutely love Brilliant Stars. Shaman, Arceus, Charizard. It's a great set, fantastic set with a ton of great SARs on top of just great Pokemon in general. And it's one of the Sword and Shield sets. It's one of the ones that has trainer galleries. It's got the SARs and it's got beautiful full arts on top of that. And we're going to be going over the box prices of anything that's sealed, and then we're also going to talk about the most expensive and most chased card in the set, which I still think is undervalued even to this day. That being said, why don't we take a look first at the Brilliant Stars booster box. Now currently sitting at $157.93. I think that is pretty cheap even now. You know, it's one of the later Sword and Shield sets, so it's gonna be a while till, you know, they're very scarce and out of print and everything. But Brilliant Stars in general was just a good set, and it went down to like $151 around Christmas time, but it's risen at least $6 to $7 since then. If you look at the 1 year chart, its highest price point was actually March 20th to March 26th at about $169.36. So it was higher than its price point right now, and that was a year ago. So, you know, a lot of things have definitely changed on the market in general since then, but I do think we are getting back into a better economic standing. For right now, you know, the Fed could be lowering rates and stuff. There could be more money being injected into the economy, and with, you know, higher interest rates, you have less people borrowing money, less people spending money, higher bills, etc. But with the potential of lower interest rates, I think these boxes could really explode in price. And I'm actually surprised how cheap they are right now, all things considered. I was expecting this to easily be, you know, in the future, and maybe it still will be in like 5 to 10 years from now. I think Brilliant Stars is going to be the second most expensive set from the Sword and Shield era, but if you disagree, let me know down below in the comment section. Next up here is the Pokemon Center Trainer Box exclusive. Now, it's currently sitting at only $51, incredibly cheap, and it's been on the decline since the last 3 months, sitting at $53.30. And if you look at the 1 year chart, its highest price point was about $63.97, and that was from June 5th to June 11th, 2023. And the next box and sealed product we're going to be talking about from this set is Brilliant Stars Build and Battle Stadium. Now it's sitting at $41.79. It really dropped pretty low at about January 24th to 26th at $40.91. It actually had a decent height at about $42.46 from around January 12th to January 14th. You look at the 1 year chart, its highest price point was the beginning of May 2023 at about $49.55. So will we see this rise soon? I don't know. Let me know down below in the comment section. And now we have the Arceus V figure collection. This is one of the boxes I missed out from this set. I'm kind of really shooting myself in the foot now with that one, looking at the prices, because it's been on the rise. It's been on the rise for basically the past 3 months. Its bottom in the last 3 months is around Christmas as well. A lot of Pokemon product actually bottomed right before Christmas, and it was sitting at $38.19, currently sitting at $40.44. If you look at the 1 year chart here, you can see it's one of the only products from Brilliant Stars that's really been rising consistently for the past year. 1 year ago, it was sitting at about $36.96. Its absolute bottom in the past year is April 10th to April 16th at about $36.23. The next sealed product from Brilliant Stars we're going to be taking a look at is the regular ETB from Brilliant Stars, currently sitting at $37.11 for its market price, and that's actually the lowest price point that it was during the past 3 months. Its highest price point in the last 3 months was around Christmas, believe it or not. Kind of interesting. A lot of the products from the Sword and Shield era kind of bottomed out in the last 3 months around Christmas, but it was about $38.98 around Christmas. Look at the 1 year chart again. Its highest point was literally a year ago, like March 13th to March 19th. It was actually sitting at about $38.90. Now the next box we're going to be taking a look at is the Leafeon V-Star Special Collection box, another box that has been on the rise in the past 3 months. 3 months ago, it was sitting at $30.23. Now it's sitting at $33.76. So it's went up by about $3.50 in the past 3 months. But if you look at the 1 year chart, it's really been on the rise. And why is that? Well, Leafeon is an EV evolution. Usually what comes with EV evolutions is high price points. In the future, you know, it's they're one of those Pokemon that's similar to Charizard in the fact that there's a lot of people who collect them, a lot of people who love, it's like their pet Pokemon card, and even the EV evolutions, EV in general. So Leafeon, a very popular EV evolution. I'm not surprised to see it rise like this. Now, 1 year ago, sitting at $26.36, so you could have already made about $8 to $9 on this box if you would have bought just one of them. A year ago, if you would have bought a lot of them, you could have definitely made a substantial profit, but this is still something that I think is going to keep rising. So if you have them, I wouldn't say sell them yet. I think it's going to continue to rise in the future. It's Leafeon V. It's an EV evolution. Almost like a no-brainer at this point. But we have another EV evolution box to talk about, and that is the Glaceon V-Star Special Collection box, currently sitting at $28.68. Its lowest point was around Christmas in the last 3 months, sitting at $28.06. If you look at the 1 year chart here, actually hasn't fared well compared to Leafeon. I was gonna say Glaceon. This is Glaceon. So Glaceon, not as popular of a Pokemon as Leafeon. I don't know, is that a hot take? So its highest price point in the last year was around July 17th to July 23rd, 2023, sitting at $29.23 for its market price. So it's actually lost a little bit of value, maybe like $1 or so. Not too crazy. The chart definitely makes it look more volatile than it actually is. Now let's talk about the most expensive single card from Brilliant Stars, and if you guessed that it was Charizard, you'd be absolutely correct. Currently sitting at $116.87, which is insane to me, considering how beautiful the artwork on this is, and considering it's also Charizard, probably the most popular Pokemon out there besides, I would say, Pikachu, right? So its highest price point in the last 3 months was around $121.76, and that was from about January 9th to January 11th. But if you look at the 1 year chart on this card, it's been consistently on the decline, so it might be a good time now to pick up a single of Charizard V alternate art. So 1 year ago, sitting at $169.06, so it's dropped quite a lot. It's dropped actually almost like $40 in price, so kind of wild considering how gorgeous this card's artwork is. Obviously got more waves of Brilliant Stars, and it was probably one of the most overprinted sets, if you want to call it overprinted, for Pokemon sets in the Sword and Shield era. You know, it was definitely printed at a time when there's, you know, still some money flushing in the system through all TCGs, and it was kind of on the tail end of it. And then I think they finally, in the last Scarlet and Violet set, they started restricting the amount that was printed. So it's definitely one of those sets that there's a lot of them out there. You know, potentially Charizard Vs, I don't know how many would be circulating in the market right now, but still, even with that being said, just the popularity on Charizard as a Pokemon, as a Pokemon people collect in card form, I don't know, you know, beautiful artwork here. Charizard V, you know, it's not the V, you know, it's not the V Max, but still Charizard V, beautiful alt art here, $116.83. That is wild to me to see that price point there. So you have to ask yourself, would you rather, you know, buy a Charizard, or would you rather buy 3 Leafeon boxes? No, you could probably get 4 Leafeon boxes almost for that. I don't know. I think the Leafeon play would be better than the Charizard card if you were to do that. I don't know, but I still think $116 is shocking to me how low it is. And I know it's going to be a card that's easily going to hit $200 in the next 3-4 years. But, you know, with that being said, let me know your thoughts on Brilliant Stars. Is it an underrated set? Is it an overrated set? That could be an interesting take. Let me know down below in the comment section below. And I hope you enjoyed today's video. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.